The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Jill Real.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Monday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Jill Real, in for Eric today.
It's like old home day. You and I were together for so long.
I know, but those alarms.
You're not used to it, are you?
Especially having the whole summer off and sleeping in till whenever.
Well, you're wide awake now.
I am. I'm here.
Yeah. It's a little chilly out this morning.
Yeah, it was nice weather to leave those windows open. You don't have to run the air conditioner. But yeah, grab that jacket as you head out the door. But quiet weather as we take a live look at our Nexus Center camera. Again, quiet conditions to start for this morning. A little bit of cloud cover to start, but the weather is going to improve as we go throughout today. Yes, 50 degrees officially at Griffith Park with calm wind and that dew point at 49, so refreshing air moving into the area. If you check it out, look at Saranac Lake, 38 degrees to start this morning, 47 in Watertown, 54 in Syracuse, 50 in Ithaca. And as we go throughout today, those temperatures are going to warm up nicely into the low to mid 70s with low humidity. But everybody's asking, where is that rain? We'll look at the chances for rainfall for this week coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away each morning. New this morning, it weakened to a Category 3 Sunday morning after exploding from a 2 to a 5 over the weekend. According to the National Hurricane Center, Erin is on track to curve north between the U.S. East Coast and Bermuda. While Erin is not forecasted to hit land, its strong winds are impacting nearby islands and is expected to cause rip currents up the East Coast. A quick traffic alert in Utica today. Crews are...
It is currently 5:10 and we have our Munson commute forecast for today, and things are looking relatively quiet. I know Gary talked about the road closures for the paving in Utica, but elsewhere, quiet conditions to start for your Monday morning. No accidents to report. As we take a look at some intersections, we are seeing quiet conditions on Genesee Street and Route 5, as well in Herkimer, Route 12 in Boonville. So as you head out the door for this morning, great visibility. We're not talking about any fog to start or any precipitation. I know we did see a little bit of rain on Sunday afternoon, but not the case for today. So quiet on our traffic tracker for this morning. The only thing you do need to grab as you head out the door are the sunglasses. We're going to see plenty of sunshine for this morning for your morning commute and for your evening commute as well. I know we desperately need some more rain. Look at the rainfall forecast coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. The 78th annual Woodsman's Field Days is...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Real.
You know you're getting closer and closer to fall with the later and later sunrise. A sunrise this morning, not until after 6 a.m. So we are dealing with darkness on our Nexus camera, taking a live look at downtown Utica. Gary noticed some of those cirrus clouds moving through the area. Again, the weather is going to greatly improve as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon hours. We are starting off on the chilly side, though, so just be aware. Temperatures are starting off in the upper 40s to low 50s. Officially 50 degrees in downtown Utica, but some locations in the 40s. We're at 45 degrees at Otter Lake, 48 in Inlet, 49 in Westmoreland, 57 one of the warmer spots in Westernville. As we head to the south across the southern valleys, a little bit of extra cloud cover across the southern valleys kept those temperatures in the 50s, 55 in Hamilton, 57 in Sherburne, and 52 degrees in Oneonta. Now, what about that humidity? It did turn quite humid on Sunday before that cold front moved through, but now as we head throughout the work week, very comfortable weather for Monday and Tuesday, and even Wednesday and Thursday, where there is a touch of humidity in the air. It's really not going to be that noticeable, especially compared to most of the summer, which has been quite humid. Quiet conditions on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. Large area of high pressure is going to be in control of our weather for today. That cold front that moved through on Sunday, giving us a few showers, has now pushed off to the east. With high pressure in place, do expect beautiful weather as we go throughout the morning and into the afternoon hours. So we have high pressure in place for today and for tomorrow as well. We have a little bit of extra cloud cover for your Tuesday, and then we are going to be tracking some much needed rain as we head towards Wednesday. Now, at this point in time, our computer models are kind of iffy at the how much rain potential we have. We will at least see a few scattered showers as we head towards Monday early morning and then drying out by the afternoon. But for today, again, cool to start in the 40s for the North Country. We do make our way to near 70 degrees by the noon hour with mostly sunny skies. A top 10 weather day today. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures will make their way into the mid-70s by 5 p.m. As we head into tonight, quiet weather, comfortable sleeping weather once again. Temperatures will drop back to near 50 degrees. You will notice tomorrow a little bit of extra cloud cover. We'll call it partly cloudy skies. A sprinkle or two possible to the south of the Mohawk Valley. Otherwise, we will stay dry for tomorrow. It's not until tomorrow night and into Wednesday that we do have the potential for some showers to move into the area. But for today, beautiful weather. Lots of sunshine, low humidity, temperatures in the 70s. Tonight we'll drop back into the low 50s, so great sleeping weather once again. And then tomorrow, a little bit more cloud cover across the area. Temperatures in the 70s. A few showers on Wednesday, and then we're back into the 80s as we head towards the end of the week. But today, perfect golf weather today.
Yes, get out there.
Yeah, it was a little hot this weekend, so today's a lot better.
Yeah, Saturday was definitely really hot.
Yes.
Jill, thanks. The time right now is 5:18. Still out on once again, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libator. Well, how are we looking weather-wise on this first day of the work week? Meteorologist Jill Reel in for Eric this morning. And Jill, a bit chilly out there to start.
Yeah, 40s and 50s to start. I even had to grab that light jacket as I head out the door this morning. Not used to these chilly mornings since it's been quite the hot summer, but we're starting to see some sunshine, a little peaks of sunshine, I guess you could say, as we are seeing that sunrise off to our east. As you head out the door for this morning, maybe going for a quick run, definitely want that extra layer as most locations are near 50 degrees for this morning. Now, as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon, the weather is going to greatly improve. We're officially at 50 degrees at Griffiths Park, but the big difference isn't that temperature, it's that humidity. Our dew point is down to 49. We usually don't see dew points that low until we get to the fall, so it makes for some nice refreshing air across the region. Even colder up north, Saranac Lake is at 38 degrees, but again, most locations are in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. And as we go throughout today, we're going to warm up nicely into the 70s with plenty of sunshine. We'll have the latest on Hurricane Erin coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away each morning. Following Friday's
Welcome back. We are tracking the tropics, of course, and all eyes are on Hurricane Erin. Hurricane Erin this morning is now a Category 4 hurricane with winds of 130 miles per hour, moving to the northeast at 13 miles per hour. So as we take this track, as we look at this track, as we go throughout the next couple of days, it is going to begin to weaken slightly with a Category 3 hurricane as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. Now, it's not going to have a direct impact on the United States, but it is close enough where there could be some dangerous riptides along the East Coast. And in addition to that, there are some evacuations for the Outer Banks as we head into today and tomorrow. That is just because of the high waves that could impact those roads along the Outer Banks area, especially Cape Hatteras. So we'll keep a close eye on this hurricane as it continues to head out to sea as we go throughout the next couple of days. Closer to home, look at these comfortable temperatures after 90s this weekend. We're back into the 70s for today. But what about that rain? We'll look at the potential for rainfall coming up. Gary?
Thanks. We are learning more about 2 American tourists who died within just a few hours of each other.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
We're beginning to see that sunrise across central New York. The official sunrise is not until 6:10, but we're seeing some daylight on our Nexus cameras. Take a live look downtown Utica. We are starting off on the cool side for this morning. Most locations are in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. We're officially at 50 degrees in downtown Utica, and we will continue to see those temperatures slowly warm up into the 70s as we head towards this afternoon. But there are some chilly temperatures across the region, especially up north. So if you are camping up north or staying up north for this week, do expect a few cool nights, but that's great to give your air conditioners a bit of a break. Open up those windows. We're at 44 degrees in Otter Lake, 47 in Inlet, 49 in Westmoreland, 52 in Deansboro. And as we head to the south across the southern valleys, 54 in Hamilton, 53 in Cooperstown, and 50 degrees in Oneonta. So a cool but quiet start for your Monday under Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. With high pressure in place, we're not expecting any rainfall for today, but we really do need that rainfall. Some locations picked up about 1/10 of an inch of rain Sunday afternoon, and that was pretty much it. Some locations did not see a drop of rain on Sunday. Today, no rain in the forecast. Isolated shower possible tomorrow afternoon. We are keeping an eye on Wednesday. Wednesday to start did look like we're going to see some good soaking rain, but now the trend is backing off a bit, so just a few scattered showers are possible for Wednesday. Then we're back to our dry spell with quiet conditions for Thursday. And why is that? Well, we have a large area of high pressure over central New York, pretty much over the northeast. We did have that cold front that moved through on Sunday. You can see that cold front now exiting the Boston area, pushing out to sea. Behind it, high pressure has built on in. And with that high pressure, we're going to see some comfortable weather for today and for tomorrow. But you see that rain over Michigan that is projected to make its way into central New York as we head towards Wednesday. But it begins to break up as it pushes to the east. So we will see some showers as we head towards Wednesday early morning, but we'll keep a close eye on that potential for some good soaking rain as we go throughout Wednesday. No rain for today, though. Lots of sunshine. Very comfortable weather. We'll make it into the upper 60s by the noon hour, into the low to mid 70s for this afternoon. For tonight, quiet weather will drop back into the upper 50s, and then tomorrow, a little bit of extra cloud cover. You'll notice a sprinkle or two as we head towards Tuesday afternoon across the southern valleys, but that is it. So for today, temperatures in the upper 70s. Tonight, we'll drop back into the 50s. And taking a look at the rest of your forecast, again, a little bit of extra cloud cover tomorrow, but most locations will be dry. We're going to try and get some soaking rain for Wednesday. It doesn't look like the case for that, and I know a lot of people really need the rain, especially those farmers.
Yeah, that lawn.
Yeah, the lawn is crunchy at this point in time.
That's for sure. Jill, thanks. Well, for corn farmers, 2025 is shaping up to
News with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Jill Real.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Monday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Jill Real. Almost said Miss Real.
You're used to school,
Yes.
aren't you? And you're going to be going back to school pretty soon.
Yeah, teachers go back next week for Utica City School.
Yeah, well, it's good to see you.
Yeah, the summer's short, but I like to fill in from time to time.
And it's been a hot one.
It's been, I've loved it this summer. I love the heat. I mean, I wish we could get some rain because my garden's been hurting. Our grass is just crunchy at this point in time, but no rain today, though. Beautiful weather. As we take a live look, Nexus camera downtown Utica, nothing but sunshine. Gorgeous, gorgeous start to the day. A little on the cool side, but regardless, we'll take the sunshine forward this morning. We're still at 50 degrees officially at Griffith Park, and on top of that, it is refreshing outside. Those dew points are in the 40s for this morning. That is why it is quite chilly across New York State. 38 degrees at Saranac Lake, but most locations are in the 50s, 55 in Albany, 52 in Syracuse, 57 in Binghamton. And as we go throughout today with that sunshine, very comfortable weather. Temperatures will make their way into the mid 70s. I call this a top 10 weather day, so get out and enjoy this nice weather. There is some rain in the forecast. I'll tell you when coming up. Gary?
Thank you, Miss Real.
You're welcome.
Well, new this morning, we are keeping after a wild weekend. It weakened to a Category 3 Sunday morning, back to a 4 this morning, but during the weekend, it went from a 2 to a 5. According to the National Hurricane Center, Erin is on track to curve north between the U.S. East Coast and Bermuda. While Erin is not forecasted to hit land, its strong winds are impacting nearby islands and is expected to cause rip currents up the East Coast. A quick traffic alert in Utica today. Crews are going to start paving.
It is 6:10. It's time for your Munson morning commute forecast, and things are quiet on the roads for this morning. We're not dealing with any weather or road conditions except for those road closures that Gary talked about due to paving in Utica. Otherwise, quiet conditions across central New York. We're seeing quiet road conditions from Herkimer as you head towards New Hartford on Route 12 and Route 5. Also Route 12 up towards Boonville. Quiet weather to start for this morning. So visibility, not going to be dealing with too much in the way of visibility, in the way of fog, but you will notice a little bit of fog as you head just to the south of Rochester and also up towards Watertown. So if you are heading up north, maybe heading up towards the river, just be aware that there are some reports of some fog up across Jefferson County as you head into the St. Lawrence County area. But for central New York, again, no traffic problems for this morning on our Storm Tracker 2 traffic tracker. As we go throughout today, grab those sunglasses. That's what you will need for your morning commute, as we'll see lots of sunshine for not only this morning, but for this afternoon as well. Look at that forecast coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. The 78th annual Woodsman's Field Days are in the books.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Riehl.
A spectacular start for your Monday with lots of sunshine and comfortable weather. As we take a live look downtown Utica on our Nexus camera, seeing that beautiful sunrise as we look towards the east. Not much in the way of traffic or any travel problems for this morning. The big story this morning, it's just that it's cool outside. We're at 50 degrees officially at Griffith Park. Some locations to the north are starting off in the 40s, so you may want to grab that light jacket as you head out the door for this morning. But beautiful start to your Monday. We're down to 43 degrees at Otter Lake, 47 in Inlet, 52 in Loudville, 56 in Westernville, 48 in Westmoreland, 53 in Deansboro. Across the southern valleys, same story, starting off in the low 50s, 50 degrees in Oneonta, 53 in Cooperstown, and 54 degrees in Hamilton. Bright sunny skies for today thanks to a large area of high pressure. We did see a few showers on Sunday, but not the case for this morning on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. So what is our next chance of rain? Well, it's not going to be for today. Most likely won't be tomorrow as well. There is a slight risk of a sprinkle as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. It is not until Wednesday where we do have a chance for some scattered showers across the area, but it's going to be scattered. So not everybody is going to see the rain as we head towards Wednesday, and then we're back to those dry conditions on Thursday. Some locations did see some rain on Sunday thanks to a cold front that is now making its way off the coast of Maine. Behind it, large area of high pressure, which means lots of sunshine for today. So as we go throughout today and tomorrow, high pressure will remain in control, but we are watching our next storm system across the Great Lakes, especially up towards Michigan. Now, as it pushes to the east, you will notice it kind of falls apart. So we are going to keep an eye on this trend. If it continues to fall apart, that means less chance of some widespread rain on Wednesday and a better chance for some scattered showers. Most of the rain that we do see on Wednesday will be for Wednesday morning as we head out, dry out as we head towards Wednesday afternoon. But no rain in the forecast for today. Lots of sunshine. We'll make it to near 70 degrees as we head towards the noon hour. For this afternoon, beautiful weather, low humidity. We'll make it into the mid to upper 70s. Tonight, another great night to leave those windows open. Lots of clear skies for tonight, but not the case for tomorrow. A few extra clouds moving in for tomorrow. You'll notice a little bit of green showing up again. Just an isolated shower is possible as we head towards tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. But today, nothing but sunshine. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Tonight, we'll drop back into the low 50s. Outlying locations could be in the 40s once again. And taking a look at the rest of your forecast, a few extra clouds for tomorrow. Still beautiful weather, comfortable. We're going to try and squeeze out some rain for Wednesday. And then we're back to that dry period for Thursday and Friday.
What a gorgeous work week, though.
Yeah, I mean, today looks absolutely fantastic. So take your lunch outside if you can.
Yeah, definitely good advice.
Yep.
Jill, thanks. Well, for corn farmers, 20 again, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libator. How are we looking weather-wise on this first day of the work week? Meteorologist Jill Riehl is in for Eric this morning. And Jill, definitely a cold, well, not a cold, but a chilly start, right? Well,
especially compared to what we've been used to all summer long. Some locations like Old Forge, 47 degrees this morning. So need that sweatshirt or that jacket as you head out the door because it is quite chilly. And those temperatures are going to warm up nicely but just as a reminder, as we head towards the middle of August, some locations are in the 40s to start for this morning. But in Utica, we're at 50 degrees, which is some good news. Also some great news, lots of sunshine across central New York. We are going to continue to see mostly sunny skies for this morning into the afternoon. I know a lot of people need that rain. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to see too much in the way of rain for the next couple of days, but there is some rain in the forecast as we head into Wednesday. I'll look at the forecast coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. Following Friday's summit in Alaska with Russian President Vladimir.
News Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery in Delhi.
The time is 6:42. Taking a look at the tropics for this morning, and all eyes are on Hurricane Erin, which is still a Category 4 hurricane for this morning with winds of 130 miles per hour. We're going to keep an eye on the track as it will skirt just to the east of the United States over the next couple of days. It's going to stay Category 4 for today, but as we head into Tuesday, it's going to get into a bit of cooler water. So as it does, it's going to turn into a Category 3, and then it'll eventually move out to sea as we head towards the end of the week. But it is close enough where we could see some dangerous riptides all along the East Coast. And on top of that, there are some evacuations for the Outer Banks just to those high waves from this hurricane that could cause some coastal flooding again along the Outer Banks in North Carolina. Closer to home, temperatures are going to be comfortable this week in the 70s for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Then we're back into the 80s to end the work week. What about some rain? We'll look at that forecast coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. We are learning more about two American tourists who were killed within just a few hours of each other at a brand new resort.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
A cool but beautiful start for your Monday as we are starting off with lots of sunshine. Taking a live look at our Nexus camera downtown Utica, seeing beautiful blue sunny skies, not a cloud in sight for this morning, and that is going to be the trend as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon. So the big weather headline for this morning are the temperatures. We are starting off, yes, at 50 degrees in downtown Utica. Some locations are starting off in the 40s for this morning. Saranac Lake, 38 degrees. So a little taste of fall for this morning, but it's going to feel like summer as we head towards this afternoon. 43 degrees in Otter Lake, 46 in Inlet, 52 in Lowville, 53 in Deansboro. As we head to the south across the Southern Valley, same story starting off in the 50s, 52 in Cooperstown. But look at that, Oneonta is now down to 48. 55 in Sherburne and 52 in Hamilton. Quiet conditions on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We did see a few showers, well, some saw a few showers on Sunday afternoon. That is all thanks to a cold front that moved through the area, but that is pretty much about it for the next couple of days. We are going to be completely dry for today. As we head towards Tuesday, an isolated shower is possible, but most locations will be dry. And then we do run the risk for some scattered showers for Wednesday. The trend was looking like we could see some good soaking rain, but does not look like the case anymore as some drier air begins to move back in. And then on Thursday, we're back to those dry and summer-like conditions. So there's that cold front that moved throughout the day on Sunday, has now pushed off the coast of Maine. Behind it, high pressure is moving on in, and with that, lots of sunshine. So for today, high pressure remains in control of our weather, but we are keeping an eye on what's happening back towards Michigan. You will notice a lot of rain, but as it pushes to the east, it begins to break apart. So we're going to keep a close eye on this low pressure system that's going to bring us some showers for early Wednesday morning, but as of right now, it looks to be more scattered than widespread, and we really do need that rain across the area. But no rain for today, lots of sunshine. Temperatures are going to warm up into the 70s this afternoon with low humidity. So a top 10 weather day across the region. As we head into tonight, beautiful sleeping weather. Leave those windows open. Temperatures will drop back into the 50s. You will notice some extra cloud cover for tomorrow, but as you can tell in our Skycast, only chance for a sprinkle or two as we head into the afternoon. Lots of sunshine today. We'll make it into the mid to upper 70s for tonight. We're going to drop back into the low 50s under mostly clear skies. And taking a look at the rest of your forecast, a little bit of extra cloud cover for tomorrow. We're going to try and get some showers in for Wednesday because Thursday and Friday also look dry, and we're back into the 80s.
The coolest stretch of the summer by far.
Yeah, we haven't seen 70s in a little bit of time.
Yeah, we've been dealing with that heat for like 2 months now.
Yes.
Jill, thanks. Well, dive teams have found the vehicle, and meteorologist Eric Gage, it just can't get much better than this.
Yeah, gorgeous walking in this morning. It was so crisp. It was the sun was shining. It just absolutely beautiful out there today, Gary. And I'll look at the current conditions right now. We are taking a live look at Oneonta, where things are sunny. They're gorgeous out there, and we'll continue to see this beautiful weather for the next 24 hours as, again, this dry weather continues on. So we look at the current conditions across the state. We are in the 60s at this hour. 67 in Rome, 64 Hamilton, a crisp afternoon out there. In the meantime, though, we're slowly watching what's going on in the Atlantic. Latest path of Erin still has it remaining as a major hurricane as it goes off the coast of the Carolinas, then eventually going out to sea, dropping its major hurricane status as a 2 or 1. But coming up in just a couple seconds, you'll see the potential impacts that this might have on the Atlantic coast. For now, this is not directly impacting us here in central New York. Today it's sunny, it's beautiful, it's cool out there. Today's highs will be climbing into the mid-70s as we warm up beyond the 70s into the 80s maybe later on this week. But we have a cool down we're tracking. We're talking about that and a lot more coming up in that full forecast. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Yes, Hurricane Erin is currently a Category 4 storm, downgraded over the weekend from a Category 5, but it is still expected to bring devastating winds to the Caribbean and dangerous beach conditions along the entire East Coast. NBC's Jesse Kirsch joins us now from Miami with more.
Puerto Rico has seen tens of thousands of reported power outages, and in North Carolina, there are already some evacuation orders being issued. All of this as Erin is expected to get even bigger. Overnight, Hurricane Erin got stronger, becoming a Category 4 storm once again. It is now moving north after a soaking weekend in the Caribbean. The storm went around Puerto Rico, but the island still was slammed by strong waves and flash flooding. Meanwhile, off the coast of St. Croix, the U.S. Coast Guard says 2 men had to be rescued from rough seas. And now Erin is expected to trek through the open Atlantic Ocean between the mainland U.S. and Bermuda. The storm is expected to stay over a couple hundred miles from the U.S., but the impact on the East Coast shores from those dangerous currents could still be deadly. And Erin is expected to double in size by midweek. That means that the hurricane's wind field will expand dramatically, and we could be seeing tropical storm force winds across a 400-mile stretch. Back to you.
NBC's Jesse Kirsch reporting from Miami. A serious motorcycle.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a beautiful day out there today. Well, if you're a fan of low humidity and crisp weather, I mean, we haven't really hit 70 yet, believe it or not. Downtown Utica, a live view outside. It's 67 comfortable degrees out there today, and the temperature sits at 67 in Rome. And I think the key here, that refreshing humidity, dew point of 48, an early taste of fall. Well, don't worry, we still have plenty of summertime left, but it gets harder and harder as we head toward the end of the month to see heat waves above 90. And just my gut feeling says that the 90s we saw last week probably would be the last time we see 90s all year long. So a live look at the Ortho Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Things are entirely dry here across not only central New York, but pretty much all the Northeast. A dome of high pressure has set in and is dragging in all that cool Canadian air from the north. Our next weather maker is out here to our west. However, that's going to be arriving as early as Tuesday night into Wednesday. So for now, expect completely dry weather. Temperatures slightly cooler than average in the mid-70s. And again, that humidity remaining very, very low. So you've got gorgeous outdoor weather today. Leave those windows open. Turn off those ACs. Don't need them on at all today. Still, we look ahead into the near future, and I think the main thing we're all talking about right now is the lack of rainfall. Well, when can we see any beneficial rain? Our next shot of it is going to be Tuesday night and through Wednesday. We got this system moving into our area, and it's really just not consistent with the exact amount of rain we're seeing just yet. We know there's a wave coming in, but I'm thinking we're going to get at least a good amount of light rainfall during the overnight and through much of the early part of Wednesday. But I'm going to wait one more day before we get more high-resolution data coming in, and then we can start to fine-tune the exact rainfall forecast for Wednesday. But in fact, we see right here, it's sunny out today, dry weather, beautiful conditions. Tonight, lows in the 50s and 40s. Tomorrow, there's a few more wispy, higher to mid-level clouds in the sky, highs in the mid-70s. Yes, there are a few blotches of green here, but I do think a lot of that rainfall holds off until after sunset. Then comes the approaching wave from the west, and this could fire up a few scattered showers. And due to the temperatures being in the 60s for highs, no 70s yet, I don't think there's a lot of convection. So these will probably not be convective storms, more so just scattered rainfall, which if we tap into just steady rain, that's probably the best bet for our lack of serious accumulation of rainfall over the past few days. Today's highs in the 70s, lots of sunshine tonight, 50s, mostly clear, your 7-day forecast. We got a cool down by the middle of the week. We've got a high of 69 on Wednesday. That's probably as cool as it gets. Don't worry, we're back into the 80s by Friday and Saturday this coming weekend, but still, it's cooling down a little bit, Gary. I mean, today is crisp out there, and even tomorrow and Wednesday, going to feel a bit cool than we usually have expected the past couple of weeks.
Keep those windows open tonight.
Yes, refreshing.
That's for sure. Eric, thanks. Well, following Friday's summit in Alaska, NBC's Richard Engel reporting from Ukraine. Meteorologist Eric Gage joining us now in the studio, and we cannot ask for a better day here in the Mohawk Valley.
Yeah, not only is it sunny out, yeah, it's a little cool, but I think the main thing, lower humidity, refreshing out there. Look at the dew points across the state. We are sitting in the 40s right now, and in Rome, 38, the dew point in Saranac Lake, which means it's refreshing. It's one of those days where you want to leave those windows open, turn those ACs off. No excuse to leave them on today with how cool that air is and how dry the air is today. Temperatures still at noontime hovering under the 70-degree mark. But still, you can see completely dry weather here across much of the area. A live look from our Cavvy Tower camera. It's a beautiful scene out there today overlooking the Mohawk Valley. Here's a scene of Utica right here, and you can see it just behind it as well. Little to no cloud cover at all. Lots of high pressure in place here today. In fact, some of you probably earlier this morning got to see a few puffy cumulus clouds, even a few wispy cirrus clouds way up in the sky. But again, today's temperature is still just hovering in the 60s. A live look at the radar. We're dry at this hour. In the next 12 hours, showcase temperatures peaking in the mid-70s for the high, still slightly cooler than average. By tonight, it's quiet, it's clear. We have some rain chances looking ahead to the middle of the week. Potentially beneficial rain. We'll track that coming up in just a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. More than 100 people have now been...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. It's turned out to be a cool but refreshing day out there today. I think the main thing, though, you look outside from our Nexus Center camera, you got plenty of bluebird skies. With how low the humidity is, that's when you see those really dark blue hues in the sky. As the humidity rises, the sky gets a little bit more hazy and turns a little more white. So when you see these very vibrant blues, that means the humidity is very low. It also means those temperatures are low as well. Temperature is 67 out there today in Utica, 67 in Rome, with again that very low dew point and variable winds of around 3 miles an hour. So despite that north wind supply from bringing in that refreshing air, the winds near the surface actually not nearly as windy as, say, last night. Live look at the radar. it is entirely dry. Radar and satellite shows not only our area seeing dry weather, but pretty much most of the Northeast, with the exception of parts of the D.C., Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, just in the southern portion right here, where that front's turned stationary. But this dome of high pressure keeping things cool and clear for the Northeast for the entire day today. Highs peaking slightly below average in the mid-70s for this afternoon. Dew points still, again, very low. It's being refreshing tonight, so leave those windows open. Let in all that cool, refreshing air. And some of you on social media even pointed out you just sat outside with a warm cup of Joe this morning and enjoyed the early taste of fall, it might have seemed like. But we do have some more heat on the way. We're not done with it, but I do think we could be done with maybe 90-plus degree temperatures with how the sun angle shifts towards late July or late August. So the radar and satellite in the bigger picture shows our next round of rainfall arriving late Tuesday night into Wednesday. This could be some beneficial rain. We're going to wait till tomorrow to have a bit of a more focused forecast on the exact amount of rainfall, but here's what I can tell you right now. Dry throughout the entire day today. It's dry tonight, so leave those windows open. Overnight lows falling into the 50s and 40s with, again, that low humidity. By tomorrow, it's expected to be entirely dry with some wispy mid to upper level clouds throughout the afternoon. So we will still have some ample opportunity for sunshine despite the skycast here showing lots of clouds. During the evening, I know there's some light greens here, but I do think a lot of this rainfall holds off until after sunset. A few spotty sprinkles overnight, turning to a few scattered rain showers Wednesday. Now, Wednesday's highs will only be in the mid to upper 60s. So because of that, I don't think we're going to tap into any instability or convection. These rain showers will not be supplied by any thunder or lightning or any significant, heavy rain or hail. So for now, if we get some of that beneficial rain without any thunderstorms, that could be the best case scenario for us here locally. Today's highs, 77 degrees. Tonight, overnight lows in the 50s with mostly clear skies. Your 7-day forecast. Tonight, and then through the next few days, we're going to see a slight cool down. 60s, the highs on Wednesday, Gary. Very refreshing, very cool with some chances for rainfall. But then we're back into August-like temperatures in the mid to low 80s by the end of the week and into the weekend. So the short-lived, refreshing time period today and the next couple of days, leave those windows open, Gary.
Boy,
it's beautiful out there today.
We deserve it after about 2 months of that heat.
I know, the electric bills lowering a little bit today.
Just a little. Eric, thanks. Well, people in
tonight with meteorologist James Stefanzio. My goodness, and the big story, the big story is still 130-mile-per-hour winds. Like,
yes.
I can't even fathom that.
And they're sustained. Those aren't wind gusts. Wow. That is a sustained speed of wind.
The damage that would do.
It's hard to fathom, especially if it hit a wooded environment, a forest environment. But we're going to be talking about how this is now becoming very close to the Outer Banks. Tropical storm watches have been issued for the Outer Banks, and they need to monitor the situation very closely. But again, fortunately for us here in central New York, that is not going to affect our weather directly. That is headed out to sea after it passes, as it moves up the East Coast. After it passes North Carolina, it really moves east-northeast and away from land. Temperatures tonight, chilly. We're dropping off very quickly with clear skies. Mid-50s for most, some of us hanging on to low 60s. It's going to be a bit of a chilly night and a bit of a chilly start yet again tomorrow. We're down to 63 degrees with clear skies in Rome, and those refreshing dew points continue tonight and into tomorrow morning, and then we'll slowly notice a slow uptick in humidity. Very dry weather continues on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar through the night tonight and until tomorrow morning, and then things begin to change. We're also tracking a slight warm up towards the end of this week, and unfortunately with the pattern change looming, this may be your last time to get out and enjoy low to mid 80 degree weather, so I would highly recommend doing so if you're a big fan of above average temperatures. Coming up, we're going to track rainfall chances in depth as we are experiencing drought conditions across central New York. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. T-minus 2 days.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Monday evening. It was a beautiful day across Central New York. It ended up warming up all the way up into the mid-70s. We had mostly sunny skies for the entirety of the day, extremely low levels of humidity, and those refreshing levels of air continue into the night tonight. We're down to 63 degrees in downtown Utica with dry conditions and clear skies, and those clear skies are going to continue, as are those beautiful conditions through the night tonight. Things begin to change as we head through the day on Tuesday. We're tracking some rain for Wednesday. Scattered showers are forecast. There is a bit of uncertainty between the two major models right now in terms of how much rain we get. However, we will get at least some scattered showers on Wednesday. And then we're tracking a slight warm-up to end the week. And I mean slight and short-lived, and I want to stress that because we are going to be seeing a major pattern change. 63 degrees with clear skies in Rome. Same temperature as downtown Utica. Dew points all the way down in the 40s with incredibly refreshing air. Dry weather continues on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. And we're not going to be seeing any wet weather until we get into the afternoon hours of Tuesday. A few light shower chances develop during Tuesday afternoon. They're going to be few and far between and more sprinkle-like than shower-like, but they will be out there. We're going to be keeping a close eye on all of these rainfall chances because, as the drought monitor from last Thursday depicted, drought conditions are expanding across central New York and they're only getting worse. We got a little bit of rain over the weekend, but nothing substantial enough to put a dent in the drought. So we're going to continue to track each and every rainfall chances. Lows tonight in the city of Utica and Rome, low 50s, approximately 52 degrees. Elsewhere, in the rural areas both north and south of the valley, lows could get all the way down into the low to mid 40s. Southern hills looking like upper 40s. This temperature trend, a chilly day on Wednesday. Wednesday we're going to be in the mid 60s with rainy conditions. It's going to feel like a very fall-like day. Cooler weather, but warmer weather builds in for the first half of the weekend. It's going to be one of the last times we crack 80 degrees, possibly for quite some time, because we're entering a major pattern change for the last week of August and the first week of September. And that doesn't mean that we're saying goodbye to 80-degree weather for the entirety of the rest of the year. However, we are looking at a substantial period of time of cooler weather settling in across the entirety of the Northeast and the Midwest. Beginning at the last week of August. Hurricane Erin is now beginning to trend just a tad too far west to completely not impact the United States. Tropical storm watches have been issued for the Outer Banks, and we're going to continue to keep a very close eye on this. If Erin takes the westerly track, its outer bands will affect the Outer Banks. Taking a look at tonight's skycast, clear skies, lows in the low 50s for Utica and Rome, low to mid 40s for the rural areas. Clouds increase in the morning, light showers and sprinkles during the afternoon tomorrow with partly to mostly cloudy skies, highs in the low 70s. Those shower chances continue to increase in probability as we head into Wednesday. Showers, scattered showers develop throughout the day on Wednesday. We're hoping that we can change the word scattered to widespread before we get to Wednesday when these models come to more of an agreement. A look at your 7-day forecast. After Wednesday's chance for rain, we have 2 dry days, Thursday, Friday, and then the next chance for rainfall arrives late Saturday. Saturday evening, we're tracking the arrival of a cold front which works its way through. Rainfall continues into Sunday. A few light showers possible on Monday as well.
And now for First Look's forecast. Tonight at 11, meteorologist James DeFazio little bit of a change from when
Yes.
we saw this at 10, a downgrade.
Yes, on a bit of a happier note, we still continue to track this to primarily avoid land and avoid
good.
land impacts. We're down to a 3, but only by a couple miles per hour. Winds are still 125 mile per hour sustained, and we're still continuing to track this slight westward shift over the last couple of days. It's now continuing to track closer to the North Carolina coast. Tropical storm watches have been issued for the Outer Banks, and we're going to continue to keep a very close eye for them down in North Carolina, and the folks down in North Carolina, I'm sure, already are and will continue to keep a very close eye to see if those tropical storm watches end up becoming warnings. If it takes the western half of that cone, they will be impacted. Temperatures tonight going to be in the low 50s in the city of Utica. Lows in the rural areas north and south of the valley going to be in the mid to upper 40s. Currently, we're in the mid 50s across central New York. Taking a look at our current conditions, it's down to 59 degrees with clear skies up in Rome. It remains incredibly refreshing with very refreshing air mass in place, low levels of humidity, a dew point still in the 40s. That slowly rises tomorrow, slightly more humid weather. Dry weather continues through the evening tonight on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar and into the day tomorrow. We're going to be tracking a couple of rainfall chances during the middle of this upcoming week. Not an entirely dry week, thankfully. Wednesday looking very chilly. Highs only going to be in the mid-60s. Unfortunately, it's going to be a taste of fall. We are tracking a warmer day for Saturday, although it might be our last day into the 80s for quite some time. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. T-minus.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Monday evening. We're continuing to track beautiful, comfortable conditions this evening. Very low levels of humidity. It's a fantastic night for sleep and to have the windows open. Temperatures are already down in the upper 50s in downtown Utica with clear skies and dry weather, and that continues through the night. These clear, comfortable conditions continue until tomorrow morning, and then we begin to see some subtle differences. So increasing clouds throughout the day on Tuesday, a primarily dry day. Then we're tracking some scattered showers to arrive during the day throughout Wednesday, and then a slight warm-up to end the week back to more normal temperatures for this time of year. It is short-lived, though. 59 degrees with clear skies in Rome and a very low dew point, an incredibly refreshing level of humidity, and that continues, again, at least through tomorrow morning. Dry weather on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, and we're going to continue to see dry weather through the first half of the day tomorrow, and we're continuing to see drought-like conditions across central New York. We're going to continue to track every rainfall opportunity very closely. We're going to continue to monitor the drought monitor, which gets updated each Thursday. I'm going to actually be emailing the USGS with our list of local issues as well. We're down into the 50s already. It's going to be lows for Utica Rome right around 52 degrees, but many of the areas both north and south of the valley will get into the low to mid 40s. It's going to be a large spread in low temperature tonight. A very chilly day on Wednesday. We're going to struggle to get out of the mid 60s. We do warm up as we head towards the weekend. An 82-degree day in the forecast for Saturday, and it might be the last 80-degree day for quite some time. As the 8 to 14-day outlook, the last week of August into the first week of September, we're tracking a major pattern change. Much cooler weather is going to settle in to the northeast, and it looks to be around for at least a couple of weeks. We're not saying goodbye to summer entirely yet, but we are for a short period of time. Clear skies continue tonight with cool temperatures. Again, a very large range in terms of what the low temperature is. Scattered sprinkles tomorrow afternoon with mostly cloudy conditions, but most of us stay dry. We track scattered showers during the day on Wednesday, a round of scattered showers during the morning, another round of scattered showers during the afternoon. Drier weather builds in for Wednesday evening and for Thursday and for Thursday morning. Look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking drier weather for Thursday and Friday. Most of Saturday is also going to be dry. Cold front arrives later in the day on Saturday, continues into Sunday morning. couple of lingering showers possible on Monday.